SWB audio capture.
Here we are. Hi. Hopefully that wasn't a jump scare. BGM. Here we go. I did not set up anything. Sorry. I haven't streamed in a while. I don't remember how to set everything up. I just hopped in. Hi. AI voice? Was there an AI voice? What was the AI voice? Was it the thing? Was it the thing doing the gosh, what was that like virtual cable thing that I have on one of my inputs for virtual internal cabling? Well, oh gosh, what's that thing called? Did it just say like, oh, I think I have it on my hot list here. I show you, was just a voice saying like, I show you instant? I don't even like use that thing anymore. Is it even on my default somewhere? That's weird. It must have just popped on the input for a second. Scarlet is there. Scarlet is there. That shouldn't come back, hopefully. I don't even remember why I needed that. I think OBS didn't used to have this. The internal routing for OBS used to be worse back in like 2019 or something, as I think when I had that. But I don't need it anymore, because yeah, I think OBS has actually gotten a lot better since then. But yeah, like I was saying, I didn't really set up. I forgot how to stream, as usual. And I'm just jumping into it. And I'm like, I'll set things up as we go. I'll hit the ground running. That's just how we go. Which is fine, which is good. That's how we like to do it. I don't like preparing for things. I like to just jump in. Hi. Hi there. The microphone is working. The YouTube studio is working. Wow. This is more painless than usual. Usually something blows up, which, it's not too late. You can see. Oh wait, do I have audio? Let me see on my... Yeah, there's audio there. Okay, cool. Hi. I just got home from work like a half hour ago, and I just like turned on my computer and stuff and got some water and read my emails, and now I'm here. Oh, and made a thumbnail and downloaded the files. It was a busy half hour, but wait. Yeah, so I want to do some mixing today. I haven't streamed in a while. Also, my Twitter is like super dead for some reason. No, like it's my impressions are very low. They were never high to begin with, but the last like 3 months, because I've been super inactive, I think Twitter just put me in the garbage can. So I don't expect a lot of people to show up, but we're here because I need to be working a little more. I kind of took a hiatus. I kind of took a break from creating stuff. Well, that's not true, actually. A break for me, which means I was only writing every once in a while. Like, I mean, in the meantime, I did do the Doki Bird Game Jam a couple weeks ago. Let me lower this so the tracking's a little better. And one of our first team, I was on 2 teams, did the Doki Bird Game Jam. I did a bunch of music and sound design and sound effects and a bunch of stuff. And our first team won 5th place. And our second team kind of got an honorable mention. We got played on stream, which I guess that counts as a honorable mention in my book. Over here, let's just pull him up. Why not? Itch was also dead forever, so it took forever for these to get reviewed. Yeah, the Doki Jam, it had like a couple hundred people entered. Surprisingly, a lot of freaking entries. A lot of really good ones. A lot of really impressive, cool stuff. Can I go to the jam page? Is there a way to do that here? I don't use itch a whole lot. I do use itch, but just not very much. Mission Doki Jam. There we go. Oh, what a good little website itch is. Man, I love itch. It's great. There's 238 entries. Wow. That's quite a few entries. Is this the actual top 5? Yeah. This one was so good. Oh my god, this game was so fun. This one was also cool. Tamagotchi was cool. What is this one? Do I know this one? I didn't play this one actually. It looks good though. It looks really nice. I don't think I played this one either. No, I didn't play either of these two. Which this would be 4th and 5th? No. Oh, this is the community rankings. Okay, got it. Here is one of mine. Not mine, but one of the ones that I contributed to. This is the one that won 5th place. Selected by the judges. There's like, this is the community vote, and then there's the judge selection. And then, hey Miyu, welcome. I haven't heard from you in a long time. And then here was the other one I worked on, which is 15th in the community voted, and then it got kind of an honorable mention. This one was really cool. I like this one. I like this one because I got to do a cutscene, which was really cool. Let me pull up the cutscene real quick. It's been a while. Thank you. Yeah, welcome. I am doing okay. I'm doing okay. Hopefully you're doing okay. Which of these is my screen? This one. Oh, why is that? What? Oh, is that my phone screen? What is that color? Where is it getting that? Oh, is that just a still maybe of one of my Gundam streams in the background? That's kind of scary. I probably shouldn't have just turned that screen off without checking what was behind it. But c'est la vie. Such is life. Where is my super suit? Where's my Doki videos? I might have deleted them. Oops. Totally fair, I'm doing okay as well. Very tired from work and socializing all morning. What socializing were you doing this week morning? Today. I am also a little tired from work, but I'm used to it. Work is whatever. The longer you do it, the easier it gets. I actually can't find their cutscenes. It's in my trash can somewhere. Oh well. Which one of these is the right? There we go. But yeah, I did 2 cutscenes for this, so really cute. It was cool. So that was fun. That was really cool. I'm pleased to have gotten an award for that. I think we should be getting like $100 or something, or $50 or something as well for getting 5th place. But yeah, there's me right there. Oh, you can't see it. There's me right there, my name. What else have I done in the meantime? I mean, I'm always doing something, commissions of some sort here and there. But that was one of the things that I was doing very recently, like 3 weeks ago. Attended an internship event, a bunch of company representatives from stuff like Adobe. Oh, that's cool. Any promising lines that you threw out there? I think there was an Adobe event in LA recently. Also excited to see the results of the stream if you're deciding to post it on Twitter or YouTube. I'll probably just have the VOD up. I don't know if I'll be posting the mixes or anything anywhere. I'll just have the VOD up probably. We'll see. We'll see if people want it. Maybe people will like the stuff. I only have 2 submissions right now. Which again, it's like when I've done these streams in the past, I've gotten a lot a lot more impressions. So again, Twitter is I'm in the Twitter trash can right now because last time I did something like this, I had like 10 plus, and this time I only got 2, which is a bit of a bummer. But I mean, I couldn't have gotten to 10 plus anyways. I probably won't even get to 2, so it's fine. There were 2 promising ones, but most of them were UI and UX and heavy on graphic design. Yeah, you're more like full painted artworks, right? I do love a good UI though. Oh my gosh, good UIs are like, oh, I love a good UI, and they're kind of rare, honestly. So many video games I'll go into and I'm just like mad. The UI just makes me mad. So I think I need to crop this a little better, this chap. Oh yeah, way up. Is that too small to read now? Is that legible at all on screen, the little chat window? Do you have, my chat window is just kind of small in general. I don't have the best setup, and I never will. I can read the text. Okay, cool. So long as it's legible, that's fine. Yeah, Twitter is rough. Just everything is rough right now. I feel like just there's a universal just everything is fucking terrible right now. Economy is bad. Housing market's bad. Every freaking website is getting shittier. Content creation is getting harder, and quality of content's getting worse. Advertisements are significantly just take out of control. You now have to pay money on Netflix and still get ads, and now every other freaking streaming service does the same thing. YouTube ads are out of control. Everyone's getting fired. Nobody can find jobs. So it's fun stuff. It's all good fun stuff. And those are just the simple ones. Tubi is requiring an account now. Is Tubi like what replaced Dailymotion? Because I remember back in the day, it was like when you needed to upload something that couldn't go on YouTube, it would just be on Dailymotion. Like if you had like a weird student film that had... Actually, I don't know. It was just a lot of student films, just in general. I don't know why. Also, why is my Logic track listening to me? I don't have record. It's not record enabled. I guess it kind of is record enabled because I'm on it. I don't want inputs. Get out of here. Don't listen to me, Logic. Wait, will it still play if I have no inputs? Yeah. Huh, okay, cool. Yeah, fun stuff all around. But we're here. I definitely think this is a bad time to be alive. But there's been much worse. Probably the majority of times to be alive have been much worse. But it's not the best. But, you know, it could get worse. We can still make it worse together, guys. If we try hard, we can make things worse for everybody, and that would just be swell. But mixing. Let's do a little mixing as we go so that we can be throwing that in here. I'm gonna make these bigger so they're a little more visible and legible, so that you can read the waveforms. First things first. Let me know if the how the audio levels are, please, if you can. That would be absolutely wonderful. I don't think we have to try for it to get worse. Yeah. The in-shitification era has begun. Let me know if these audio levels are okay. I'm gonna turn it up for me. I'm gonna turn it down here. It might be a tad quiet, but that should be good. A bit loud. Right here. Okay. So this is Sella. Lovely Sella. Let me do that. There we go. There's your Twitter. How do I shout people out on YouTube? Sorry, I don't know how to use anything. There's Sella. If you want to follow her, I recommend it. She's pretty cool. Funnily enough, both of our submissions, if we get to the second one, are Laufey independently, I believe. I don't think these people coordinated. I don't think they really are friends. They, I know they've seen each other, but I don't. It's just ironic that they both had a Laufey submission, which is good because I've got a decent amount of experience with these ballads. A song like this is interesting because there's not a lot of like heavy mixing you have to do. You can set up a command with whatever bot you use. Oh, I don't think I even have any bots. I probably have some old remnants of bots from 2018 when I set all this up. To do their shout out. Yeah, I should probably set that up one of these days. But hey, I will stream like for like a month and then not stream for like 8 months and then I'll so I'm not super hip on it. But you know, all good. Yeah, ballads are interesting because the biggest challenge of ballads is there's no space to hide in, right? You have to make things very clean. You have to be very transparent. You don't want it to sound mixed, but at the same time you want to elevate it, which I mean, you can be kind of light with the ballad mixing, but they're tricky. They can be tricky. They're deceptively tricky. So first thing you should do is get the tempo. Sometimes I forget to do this and then I regret it because Logic has a really annoying freaking time flex and follow and stretch thing that sometimes has problems even when I disable it, and I don't know. I've never been able to find a proper solution aside from doing my due diligence and actually setting the tempo before I begin, especially if I am tuning and timing, which I don't do very often, but sometimes I do. I'm gonna show you BPM counter, something that you can make it even easier for yourself. It probably won't be able to read this because it's a ballad. If there's drums, Logic can read the BPM, but I'm not expecting this to work. Barring that, my backup is always tap tempo. I go to Google, I type in tap tempo, and you just press any key on time with the beat of the song. Okay, so it's somewhere around 75. It's probably 74 or 75. Oops. Logic, come back, please. Thank you. Yeah, I was not. So this BPM thing is a little tool that will read the BPM of a song. It'll listen to it while you play it, and it will try and tell you what it is, which I like to use because it's very exact. You know, if you've got something at a weird tempo, like quarter note equals 123.5, right? Which happens, not very often, but it does happen. And then of course, when I don't have that works, a lot of time I'll just do tap tempo. I mean, I can kind of tell what the BPM is just by listening to it, but I like to do tap tempo just to really get it locked in. So it's going to be either 74 or 75 probably. Let's take a look. So I'm going to zoom in. Let's pull this to beat 2. Get it really on the money. Make sure it's actually linked up. Not right there. I like to kind of look a few different spots to make sure things are kind of synced up. Okay, this song has kind of a variable tempo. It kind of stretches a little bit, which is not unusual, but that's fine as long as we're close. And it might actually be 75. Let's get this metronome up. Yeah, there it is. Gotta head out. Thanks for stopping by. It's lovely to see you. Hopefully I can see you again sometime. Yeah, definitely quarter note equals 75. And I just want to set the BPM in case I do any time stretching or timing, and also for delays. If I put a delay plugin on something, and if I want it to be like a quarter note delay, it'll actually be the correct quarter note delay. So always set your tempo first, and then we'll set our level. So the vocal is a lot quieter than the instrumental, which is to be expected. That's usually the case. I like to just bring the instrumental down. That way I have headroom. I don't want to boost the vocal yet. I know a lot of people will just they'll bring the vocal up either with like a gain plugin or they'll just crank it. This won't give me enough if I crank this. It's just a little too quiet. And also I have no headroom anymore to go up even more if I do there. So one thing you can do is you can put like a gain plugin like this. This is just a gain plugin that happens before the fader. So I can boost it as much as I want. And then I still have this to play with. But you can't really see that, can you? Let me adjust the crop a bit. There you go. There we go. I think that's probably good. You to be able to see. Stop. How do I stop? There we go. Stop. There we go. As I was saying, you still have this fader to play with if you put in like a pre-gain here. Alternatively, you can in your compressor just make a gain preemptively before you like actually start doing your compressing. Or, you know, there's a bunch of different ways to do it. I honestly like to just bring the instrumental down a lot of the time. I'll do the gain strategy a lot if I have a bunch of different vocals from different people, especially if like it's a chorus. I'll put gain plugins. I'll put this guy on most of them, and I'll just try and get them all around the same level to start with, just so I have somewhere to start, right? And I like this because, again, this is independent of everything else, right? It's like from the start, hey, it's a Luffy song. And it's non-destructive. Like if I were to, I can raise the gain in here. I can either do it with the file. I can do function, change gain, or even normalize, but don't ever do normalize. It's like Audacity freaking strategy. Or, ooh, how did I do that? Or I can, I think I can do it in the track as well. Maybe not. Maybe I can't actually do it in the track. I think the gain might be a file thing. But I don't really like doing that because it actually changes the file. I would rather have it in a plugin here. But in this case, I'm just going to bring the instrumental down. That way, and if you are bringing the instrumental down, there is an important step you have to do at the end. You have to master it. If you don't, otherwise, then your level when you like import it to YouTube or something is going to be too quiet. And it might sound good to you when you like have it turned up on your audio interface, but then other people might not have as much gain as you do. Like if they're listening on their phone, there's only a very narrow ability that your phone has to turn things up and down, as opposed to on an audio interface where you have a lot more power. When you upload it to YouTube or Spotify, it will try to boost the audio, or if it's too quiet, or reduce it if it's too loud. But I don't want YouTube to be doing that. I want to have the full power of that over that. I want to do it my way, how I want to do it, with you know, thoughtfulness instead of an algorithm doing it and messing things up. Which, all that to say, my initial point was, if you do what I'm doing here, which is lowering the instrumental, you have to make sure you master it at the back end. Because, so this instrumental is already mastered, probably. It was probably pulled from YouTube. So it's already going to be at a good volume level. So there is, that's the argument of putting the gain on the vocal to match the instrumental. Because then it's like, okay, it's already gonna be at a mastered level. And if you don't want to master it, that's probably the way to do it. If you're just doing a quick and dirty mix, that would work. But I always master my stuff, right? So for me, it's like I'm going to boost the overall volume of the entire track at the end of the project anyways. So I would rather bring the instrumental down. It also gives me more headroom when in the mastering stage, and it just gives me more space to do things. So, all a roundabout way of saying I'm lowering the instrumental.
Feeling kind of sick tonight. All I've had is coffee and leftover pie. It's no wonder why.
Okay, that's pretty good. I want it to still be a bit on the louder side because I'm gonna compress.
Still you take upon my mind.
Okay, that's a start. So this needs compression direly because the volume levels just need to be all the same, especially in a ballad. Stella does have really excellent volume control. Like, there really isn't a lot of difference between this. It's like 8 dB or something, which is quite a few, but it's actually quite close considering the style difference between these two passages. But we want these passages to really kind of be consistent. So we're gonna do a compressor. What compressor am I feeling? I mean, when I get a ballad like this, I always, and most engineers are gonna want to go for an LA2A emulator of some sort, or a real LA2A, because this is kind of just a classic ballad compressor, right? And I have one, so I might as well use it. And I'm gonna do, I might do this compressor second though. And I'm gonna do a Logic compressor first. Okay, here's the Logic compressor. Oh, somebody just did something. What was that? A subscription? Was that a donation? Somebody just did something. I never. Oh, that's the raid. That's the raid. No, the sound. I set my sounds a long time ago, and I don't remember what any of them are. Like literally 4 years ago. 5 years ago. I think I set that. Yeah. Hi, welcome. Yeah. I'm assuming Pepper, that's you rating, or is it somebody's rating? Sorry, I'm so fucking bad at streaming, guys. All this back end stuff I'm really bad at, but I'm here. I'm here, and I'm ready to party. We're doing mixing. Thank you, Pepper. Welcome. Hopefully you had a good stream. What was your poison today? Doing better than most, but worse than some. We're just mixing Stella as we go. But yeah, tell me about your day as I go. Was arting? Oh, I love an art stream. One of my favorite types of streams is probably art streams. I much prefer chatting and art streams to game streams. I feel like game streams take too much attention. I like streams where the streamers are chatty. But yeah, this first compressor I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just pop it on vocal first, which is a FET, which is probably not what I'm gonna use, but I like this as a start. Excuse to chat with art in the background. Yeah, and it's also an excuse to like work on your art. Pepper, I believe you also sing a little bit. I don't know if I've really heard too much of your singing. I believe that you were one of the people who volunteered for some of the vocal lesson stuff, but I had a decent amount of people volunteer for that, and I was only able to do, I think 3 or 4 of them. Love singing, but bad at it. Everybody is able to sing. Singing is an instrument, just like anything else. So this this compressor has a bunch of, this is the built-in Logic compressor, and it's actually really good. It has these different like kind of emulators that are kind of emulating different things. Like this FET, I think, is actually kind of a copy of or no, this Opto, sorry. This Opto is kind of a copy of this. They even look the same. This FET is a I think FET is copying a 1176. I think I have an 1176 emulator in here somewhere. The purple is kind of an 1176. Let me see. I think my UAD is a 2 compressor. I know I might have used to have a Waves 1176. No, how about LA2? I would have sworn I had one. The purple is kind of one. It wouldn't be an isotope. Well, I'll just pull up the purple real quick because it's kind of fun. Or I'll just pull up a picture of it. Actually, let's do that. 1176, 6.7. Tone deaf. You can work on tone deaf though if your pitch is problematic, just with practice. This is one of the most famous compressors of all time. 1176. It's a $2,699 compressor. So I do not have one. 1167, and then the other one, LA2A. These are the two probably most famous compressors in the world. This one's $5,000, so I do not have one. But I've got these nifty emulators. So those are those. Yippee. And these are some other ones as well. I think this is emulating actually a Focusrite. I think this is emulating the Focusrite, the OG Focusrite board that Neve worked on, or well, he made it. So the question is, what do I want for the beginning? I might want a digital. Let's see.
All I've had is coffee and left.
I don't want distortion. I don't need any of that. I want a fast attack and a fast release because I just want this first compressor is going to just control the peaks. Need whatever ratio. Let's pump the ratio up a bit. Keep makeup gain at 0, auto gain off, and then we'll mess with threshold.
Still you take up all my mind. I don't even think that you care like I do. I should stop. Heaven knows I've tried. One day I will stop falling in love with you. Someday someone will like me like I like you. Until then I'll drink my coffee, eat my pie, pretend that we are more than friends.
Hey, Melody. Sorry, I was quiet there for a bit. I was just locked in a bit. I'll explain what I'm doing in a second.
All I've had is coffee and left over
I'm not used to doing compression with headphones on. I usually mix with my speakers.
Still you take up all my mind. I don't
God, This opto sounds good.
That you care like I do, I should stop. I do, I should stop. Do, I should stop. Heaven knows I
Okay.
try.
So that's all right as a starting spot. So what did I do there? So the goal of this first compressor is I want to take the parts of the voice that are a bit louder than the other parts. So like you'll see now here, these are getting bigger just as a visual thing. There's this button up here which just makes the waveforms bigger for our visuals. If you know anything about waveforms, you know the taller they are, the louder they are, right? So see this guy's really tall and this guy's really short. So the goal of my first compressor is I want to take these taller spots and I want to bring them down to the level of these. So what the threshold does is whenever it's a certain level of loudness, that's a threshold, it will reduce the volume by a ratio determined by this knob. And then, so that's going to lower the overall volume of the whole thing. And so that's what the makeup gain knob is here for, to put the audio back up. Okay? So thresholds is crushing the louder stuff by a ratio to here, which is making everything quieter, and then you push it back up with this knob. Got it? And the reason you do that is you're making the louds quieter, and then you're pushing up the volume of everything so that it's more consistent. So let's kind of compare.
I will stop falling in love with you.
So we want these two sections. Someday I'll stop falling in love with you. Or someday I'll stop falling in love with you. We want them to be similar volumes, right? And that's what we're trying to do.
I will stop
So this is with that off.
falling in love with you.
So it's you can really notice it here how much quieter it is here. And so we're gonna put the compressor back on.
I will stop falling in love with you.
So you hear the with you is a little is more consistent, and the whole line is just a little more consistent.
I will stop falling in love with you. I will stop falling in love with you.
You hear that really gets lost when I turn off the compressor, and then when I turn the compressor on,
I will stop falling in love with you.
the with you's not getting buried quite as much. And then attack and release are kind of hard to explain. It's how quickly the compressor is turning the volume down, and then how quickly it releases the volume. I don't really have a good analogy for it, but suffice to say, for vocals, you usually want a fast attack or no attack even, and then a fairly fast release as well. It's kind of it depends on what you're working with.
I will stop falling in love with you.
So that's all right as a starting spot right there. So that's going to be my control compressor to kind of control things. And there's actually this handy little purple thing right here, gain reduction, which is kind of telling me how much it's reducing.
I will stop falling in love with you.
So you may notice this purple bar is a lot more full on the louder sections than it is on the quieter sections, because it's reducing the gain of those louder sections and then reducing it less on the quieter sections to make it more consistent, right?
I will stop falling in love with you. I will stop falling in love.
If I really do it over the top, it sounds compressed, so I'm not going to do that, but just so you can really hear how consistent you can make it.
I will stop falling in love with you.
You hear that's kind of like the same volume the whole way through, but it sounds ugly, so we don't do that.
I will stop falling in love with you. I will stop falling in love with you.
Okay, that's all right. And let's do the second one, which this is going to be a little bit more of a color compressor. It's going to be doing a similar thing, but it's to kind of give me a vibe. That's an awful fucking way to explain it, but
I will stop falling in love with you. 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 One day I will stop falling in love with you. I will stop falling.
I'm not liking how that sounds. Let's try the purple. I'm just gonna throw a what am I gonna do here? I'm just gonna throw a random thing on there just to start the dial in. Okay, we're gonna, what is this set to? 4 ratio, 4:1 ratio. We're gonna do fast. Oh wait, I always forget that this plugin is weird and fast. Higher number is faster attack. It's so bizarre. It's probably a British or something. And then we want these to be linked, which they are. Okay, good.
I will stop falling in love with you. I will stop falling in love with you. I will stop falling in love with you. I will stop falling in love. I will stop falling in love with you. 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 I will stop falling in love.
Okay.
All I've had is coffee and left over pie. It's no wonder why. All I've had is coffee and left over pie. It's no wonder why.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Still you take up all my mind.
It's really warm. Really warms it up too, also just because we're increasing the volume. But that's fairly good, I think, a good start. The second thing I want to do, and I don't always do everything in this exact order in this exact way. It's every single mix I approach completely differently, right? Sometimes I EQ it first, sometimes I DS it first, sometimes I compress it first. I just wanted to compress this first, it just felt right.
All I've had is coffee and left over pie. It's no one. All I've had is coffee and left.
I don't like how that breath is sounding there. I think the release is too. I think is more fast on this release.
Coffee and left over had is
The low is
had his coffee and left over pie. It's no one. All I've had is coffee and left over pie. It's and left over pie. It left and left over.
I think I'll have to manually take that out, which is fine.
Tonight, all I've had is coffee and left over.
We'll come back to that though, but well, actually I'll just take it out right now. So one way to do that is to cut and then fade it. This is my preferred way of cutting out things I don't like.
Had his coffee and left over pie and left over and left and left over and left over pie and left
Because there's a lot of like breathiness there.
and left.
Like she's very loudly exhaling. Another way you can do that is by automating it. Like so. You have a little more control when you automate it.
And left over pie and left over.
I think I will do the automation method this time. Usually I prefer I prefer the fade method. How do I delete fades? I think there we go. And then I can re-glue these. Oops, sorry. I don't usually re-glue things, so I don't remember where the button is. I think there's a tool for it, right? Well, I can just group them. I can join them. That works.
And left
So yeah, I'm just gonna automate it.
and left over pie and left over pie.
Oops.
It's no wonder. And left over pie and left over pie.
So you can, you'll see if you look at the fader down here in the left, it will move based on what I did here.
And left over
Jumps down and that jumps back up, right? I also want this to be at 0. I must have bumped it. And back to 0. -1's close enough.
pie, coffee and left over pie. It's no coffee and left
That to be a little bit like that.
and left over pie.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Get there. Okay, perfect. So there's all kinds of things you can do to like get rid of things like that with like EQ, dynamic EQing, and all this stuff. But I'm just like, a lot of times I'm just like, let me just cut it out by hand. It's like gives me more control, and it's, you know, why bother making things harder? Some people would say easier, but I don't want to be tweaking a bunch of settings on a dynamic EQ when I can just automate it down in 5 seconds and get a better result probably. The second thing I want to do here though is DS.
It's no
So let's find an area where her S's are really strong, because I heard a few earlier. There's a pretty intense one right there. Perfect. Okay, we'll use that one. Actually, I don't see, when I get an S like this, I like to manually do my de-essing as well. A lot of it, I will just do this. This one I will use the fade method for this a lot. I want this at the front or the end. I think I want this at the front. Yeah, that. So then it'll just fade. See, it's the S is so much quieter. And then like I have full control over this specific S. See, and that sounds nice to me. Whereas with the de-esser, which I am going to put a de-esser on it for the other de-essers, but a lot of times I will spot spot DS with fading.
Take up all my mind.
Let's see. It looks like there's. Let me see if I can just spot an S. This is probably one right here. Maybe.
That you care.
There's a shh.
That you care like I do. I should stop.
Those are both shh. I want more of a sis. You can kind of tell where an S is just by looking at the waveform. Like, there might be one right here.
One will like me
Nope.
like I like you.
That was a W. Where is a good S? Is there one here?
All I've had is
No, it's a
coffee and leftover pie. It's no wonder why I don't even think that you care like
I'll just do this one.
knows I've tried.
Rexes are actually not that loud. It was just that one that was sticking out.
One day I will stop
Oh, that's the one that I want right there.
I will stop.
So first off, de-essing. And de-essing removes the S.
I will stop.
I actually dialed in pretty good right away.
I will stop.
Let's here's without.
I will stop.
Here's with.
I will stop. I will stop. I will stop.
The S is just a lot less intense. Honestly, that's pretty good as is.
I will stop. I will stop. I will stop falling. I will stop.
I'll solo it. Sounds pretty good to me. Let's check it with the split band though.
I will stop falling in love. I will stop falling. I will stop. 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 I will stop.
Okay, I want relative and I want
I will stop. I will stop. I will stop.
yeah, I think that's pretty darn good, honestly.
I will stop. I will stop.
Make it stop.
Stop falling.
Don't you? I love listening to S's.
I will stop.
That sounds pretty good to me. But I am also gonna spot S's because this is a really intense S.
I will.
Right there.
I will. I will.
It's right there. There he is. Right about there. That's where
I will stop falling.
Oh, it's too early, I think.
I will.
Ah, stop following my. I need to turn that off.
I will stop.
No.
I will. I will.
No, stop enabling. Oh, there we go.
I will.
There we go. Okay, got it. Now it won't move.
I will stop. I will. I will.
Okay, the start it has a lead up there, and then it actually is over here.
I will stop. I will stop. I will stop.
Actually, it's gonna might be tricky with this one since it's so in the middle, and I'm also doing a bad job. That won't delete my old fade, will it? No. Okay. Oh, it did delete one of them. Back my fade here.
Still you take a ball. Still you take a ball. Stop falling.
It's such a long S. It's gonna be kind of tricky to do the fade on it. I think I'd be better off automating that one.
I will.
Right there.
I will stop. I will stop falling. I will stop falling in
That's a little better, I think.
I will stop falling in love.
I want it to be kind of transparent, right? So we'll grab more of those as we go, and then I'll have the de-esser kind of working on the more minor ones as they pop up. Oops, clicked a button. That went back to... Oh, I did a screen style. That's what I just did. I was trying to toggle a VTuber thing. I was trying to toggle my glasses on. Okay, that's fine for now. Just...
Feeling kind of sick tonight. Oh,
So I actually want to bring the volume of the instrumental kind of back up a bit to compensate where I'm at now.
all I've had is coffee and leftover pie. It's no.
So next is EQ. My favorite part, my bread and butter, EQ. Using FabFilter Pro Q, because of course we are. It's the best in the biz, more or less, depending on who you ask. There's a lot of that breathiness here, and a lot of like rumble, hear that?
I don't even think
But I don't want to be too aggressive because I've also got this really nice resonance here,
that you care like I do.
which, you know, when I boost it, it sounds bad, but I don't want to get rid of this.
Heaven knows I've tried. One day I will stop falling in love with you. Someday.
Yeah, so it's kind of an ugly resonance there.
Someday, someone will like me like someday, someone will like me like
I actually want to boost the 1K a bit to make it sound a bit radio-y, because I just feel like that's thematic. I kind of want to keep it warm down here, and then a little bit of that radio twang, which you'll hear if I really boost it.
someone will like me like someday, someone will like me like
And then I did a dynamic EQ for when it kind of will lower the frequency reactive to how loud it is, right? Whereas these ones, how I have it like this, it will just it'll lower the frequency just across the board, all the frequencies, no matter how loud they are. But if I can hold Option and scroll, you'll see there's this second little thing, which is a dynamic one, which will do it relating to the volume of what that frequency is at the time. Just a different use for a different use. I'm also going to throw in, I think this would be a good for one of my favorite little vintage EQs. This is a Logic one as well. I like doing high end on this guy. Let's see how it sounds.
someday, someone will like me like someday.
Also, right now I'm gonna throw in where are you? Where are you? Soothe, there you are. I want to kind of get some of that ugly 2K out of there. Is it 2K? No, it's like lower. It's like 800. I want 2K also. Why is that 2K? I should have trusted myself. Like 2.5. Hear that? Is that right? Is it here? Right here. Unlike me, it's also kind of a buzzy, really buzziness, higher. So what Soothe do is what Soothe does is it filters out resonances. It's kind of like an EQ, but not at all. When I hit delta here, that will let you listen to what it's taking out. Okay, so this is what I'm taking out. Need to make that more narrow, actually. There we go. And it actually it works kind of inverse to an EQ when you set it up. When I'm going, usually when you go up on an EQ, you're boosting something. When you go up on Soothe, you're actually cutting it. And in these like low pass filters and high pass filters, low pass, high pass, they're actually making areas where the plugin is not touching the frequencies, right? So if you notice, if I start here and I play the delta, it's actually gonna, you can kind of hear a lot of it. It's kind of taking out a lot, but the further I put this along, the more narrow, right? It's taking out less now. Where if I have it here, it's kind of taking out some of these resonances down here, which I don't really want taken out. I just want some of that harsher.
Someone will like me like someday. Someone will like me.
Hey, Deontay. Yes, Soothe. Soothe is the magic. Especially if you have a vocalist who has like, oh man, if they're using the freaking Rode NT1A, which has just the fucking most brittle high-end imaginable, Soothe is like a godsend. Anytime, literally, okay, funny story. I was mixing a specific VTuber who uses the NT1A, and I was like, hey, your mic, it fucks up your vocals for singing. I'm sorry, but the specific voice, it's not bad on everybody, but like specific female vocalists, especially female vocalists, it just ruins their high end. It makes it so brittle and unpleasant. And I told them, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna make you an offer. Instead of paying me for the commission, buy me Soothe 2, which is more expensive than my commission, but I will use it on your project. And it will help a lot. And they're like, yeah, sure. And that's how I got Soothe 2, which is normally $200 for free. Not for free. I did a commission for it. But I was like, hey, I really need this plugin, but I can't afford it. Please buy it for me and I'll use it. Sayla doesn't need it that much. Her microphone needs it, not her. It's a microphone doctor. So I'll turn it way up. You can kind of hear. So I'm gonna turn it way up and then go down, and you'll be able to hear how harsh it gets when I kind of turn. It's gonna be really muffled when it's way up, which is not how I'm gonna have it, but you'll hear how harsh it gets. You hear it starts to get harsh here. And now when it's off, you're like, oh man, that's like right in my fucking skull, right? Like, ah! And again, this isn't Sayla's fault, this is her mic. That's like right in your skull. So let's it's not totally getting rid of it, but it's helping. And it's one of those things where you're like, when it's on, you're like, oh, I don't really notice it that much. But when I turn it off, you'll notice it for sure. I'll do have it on and then off here. It's so harsh without it. And it's one of those things, once you have it on, then like you might not have noticed how harsh it was before, but now that you've heard it with it, you're like, well, I can't go back now. You got to be careful not to make it too muffled though with Soothe, which is why I'm actually going to put this vintage EQ after it, and we'll get to that in a minute.
Someday with you. Someday
Yeah, it's pretty much where I thought it was, 2K and 7K.
someone will like me like I
Especially right there.
like you. Until then I'll drink my coffee, eat my pie, pretend that we are more
Nah, it's right at 3K.
than friends. Then of course I'll let you break my heart again.
So it's kind of a lot of breathiness.
Then of course I'll let you break my heart.
Why use FabFilter rather than Logic EQ? There are two main reasons why I've switched to FabFilter. Logic EQ is great, but it only has this many points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that 8? I can't count. It only has this many EQ points. That's the main reason. And the second main reason, let me make a new FabFilter real quick. With FabFilter's EQ, right, you can have as many as you want. And I will sometimes do EQs where I have like fucking 20 points, right? It's not uncommon for me to just fucking go crazy on EQ. Not this extreme, but the second major thing FabFilter has is a dynamic EQ. If I hold Option and scroll, you'll see I've got a dynamic EQ, which reacts based on how loud the frequency is at the time, which is just magical. Because if you have this is actually not a bad example of using it right here, because if I have like this on some day, there's this frequency that really kind of sticks out, right? But it's not out the whole time.
So
But it really sticks out on some day. Because she's singing it louder. So I can lower that frequency normally, and then I can hit Option and scroll down, and I can also put in a dynamic EQ so that it's like it cuts it even more when it's hit harder, right?
someday
I can, oops.
someone will like me like I
Let's see.
someday.
So it's like really cutting it,
Someone will like me
but when the volume goes down, it cuts it less, right? It's a nice little tool.
so
So I don't know if I'll be able to get that breathiness out because it's so entrenched with the whole recording.
than friends.
So there's a lot of room noise. I should probably should have got rid of the room noise first, but I can do it now. I don't really like doing room noise cutting because it kind of fucks things up, but for recording this, I think I kind of need it. Okay, there's a perfect spot for it right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy, well, actually I'm going to do it on the blank track. I'm going to make a new track. I'm going to bring it down. Please be proper size. Mute this for now. So I've doubled it. I'm making a new track, and I'm going to make a... I don't like running Ozone stuff live because it can cause issues. It can glitch out. It also takes a lot of processing power, and if you're running like noise cancellation as a live plugin, it's just a bad idea. Just don't do it. It causes problems. So I'm gonna do de-noise, I believe. The one I want? Yes. We're gonna learn. We're going to learn. Not adaptive. I like to learn. Have it listening. So this is pretty self-explanatory. I think a lot of people have probably heard of these noise removal plugins. You take a section of the audio that is stop listening to me, Jack, you weird pervert. You take a section of it there where it is just the room noise only. I'll turn it up so you can really hear it. Oh well, I had the it's where you can't hear it because it's working too good. Oh, I have automation because I copied the track. There we go. Sorry, doing a blank right here. There we go. Right, this section here where it's very room noisy. Kind of hard to hear, but I could hear it. And then use the magic of this, and it just fucking gets rid of it. The volume hasn't changed. This plugin's just wizard. Just gets rid of all that. It's pretty slick. But I should have done it. I really should have done it first. But that's fine. It's not a big deal. So we're gonna have it on there, and we're gonna. The problem with doing it like this is I'm committing a crime. No. Well, actually, no. I can get rid of the automation. I'll cut out the automation. I'll leave the fades in. It's fine. There's only one right now. Why does it keep deleting that fade? It's weird. And I'm gonna print this to. I'm gonna bounce it in place. Okay. So basically, that's printing the track. Boom. This is the new version with the denoise running. And then I'm actually going to make this one inactive. And heck, maybe I'll even hide it. Boom, it's gone. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to plop this bad boy on top of that. Boom. Still got our automation. Delete this. We don't need it anymore. So I've essentially replaced the audio track, the file, with the version that has denoise on it. I should have listened to the whole thing first to test it, but I'm just trusting it. Let's listen.
Feeling kind of sick tonight. All I've had is coffee and leftover pie. It's no wonder why.
So hear how there's no room noise now. Well, a little bit, a tiny bit, but right here you can hear it. But that's very acceptable under the instrumental. You won't be able to hear that very much. Again, I don't love doing room noise. I only do it if I really need to. But when you're in with a not mega expensive microphone in a not sound treated room, often you need to.
Night. All I've had is coffee.
But here's it without any of our EQs and soothes and stuff. Nice and clear, but it's a little harsh and muffled and at the same time. Oops, I have a cycle on.
All I've had is coffee and leftover pie. It's
Ooh, what was that?
over pie.
That was a weird glitch.
All I've had is coffee and leftover pie. Coffee and
That's so weird. I've never seen it. Is it doing because of this? I've never seen it do that. It's weird. I'll get rid of that. It must be doing that because of that for some reason. Go hide again. What? Did I hide everything? You be hided. There we go.
over pie. Had his coffee and leftover pie. It's no
Yeah, there was some sort of glitch with that.
why. Still you take up all my mind. I don't even think that you care like I do. I should stop. Heaven knows I've tried. course I'll let you break my heart again.
Okay. So I brought down a bit of that low kind of resonance that we're getting, and then I brought up a bit of 1K again, and then I put in some high end, which I don't actually know where this is set to. Whoa, why do I have writing tools in here? It's fucking weird. Oh, because this is text. Yeah, I don't actually know where this is set to. It's gonna be like 8K or something, I think. But I like how this high end sounds. Not when it's all the way up, but just so you can hear it. Just a little bit in there.
I don't even think that you care like I do. I should stop. Heaven knows I've tried.
Yeah, I like this 1K resonance here.
One day I will stop falling in love with you. Someday someone will like me like I like.
We're losing a bit of our nice warmth though.
Still you take up all my mind. I don't even think that you care like I do. I should stop. Heaven knows I've tried. One day I will stop falling in love with. Feeling kind of sick tonight.
Let's do an A/B of what we have so far. I need to actually bring in the original. Hold on, let me pull off real quick. Okay, there's the original. And we're back. Oh no, we're not back. And there we are. Let's listen to the original and then compare, and hopefully we've made it not sound worse. You know, sometimes it'd be like that. Oops.
All I've had is coffee.
Here's the original.
Left over pie. It's
And here's what we have now. We still have it pretty warm.
Still you take up all my mind. I don't even think that you care like I do. I should stop. Heaven knows I've tried.
I just really want to keep that warmth in there. But maybe a little clarity. I don't want up here, it's a little too brittle for this song. Maybe a little bit of 10K. But I think it's going to be more around here. And that's still that 1K.
Until then I'll drink my coffee, eat my pie, pretend that we are more than friends.
So here's without the EQ,
Then of course I'll let you break my heart
and here with it.
again.
Just a little silkier, a little warmer. Though I made the instrumental too loud.
Feeling kind of sick tonight.
Is with the EQs.
All I've had is coffee and leftover pie.
Taking them out now.
It's no
Sounds like we're underwater now.
why. Ooh, still you take up
Putting the EQ back in.
my mind.
It's a lot clearer.
I don't even
Maybe a little too
think
much of that 1K.
that you care like I do. I should stop.
But it doesn't sound like we're underwater anymore. And it's less harsh as well. More clear, but less harsh.
One day I will stop falling in love with you.
Something in there I don't like.
Falling in love.
Right there.
Being in love.
Hear that?
In love.
That
Being in love. In love. In love. In
it's really ugly right there.
in love. In love.
I think I'm adding that
In
though.
love. In love. In love. In love.
No, it's in the original.
In love.
I'm gonna do a specific EQ just for that.
In love. In love. In love.
Be around here.
In love. 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 In love.
Yeah. It's not being added by the console EQ, is it?
In love. In love. In love.
Oh, it kind of is.
In love. In love. In love. In love.
I like it with the console EQ and the cut better than without the console EQ.
In love. In love.
And then with them both.
In love.
Yeah, I like that better.
In love. In love.
Hey, hidden track, where'd you come from? You keep sneaking back in. Get out of here.
In love. In
Yeah, that's better.
In love. In love.
Oh yeah,
In love.
much better.
I will stop falling in love with you. Someday, someone
It's-
will like me.
It's a little harsh. Maybe I don't want the console EQ.
I don't even think that you care like I do.
I'll just have
I
less
should
there.
Heaven knows I've tried. With you,
It's not too bad.
still you take a pause.
Oh, I'm a dummy. That wasn't the hidden track. That was the original. Derp. Come back, original. I allow you back now.
On my mind,
Here's the original.
I don't even think
And here's our new.
that you care.
Hey, Delta,
like
welcome.
I do.
Welcome, fuchsia, face fuchsia, poop shape, face fuchsia, poop shape, face fuchsia, poop shape. Sorry, restream chat doesn't show me your emoji.
I should s-
Knows
knows
I
I've One day I will stop falling in love with you. Someday someone will like me like I like you. Until then I'll drink my coffee, eat my pie, pretend that we are more than friends. All I've had is coffee and leftover pie. It's no wonder why.
Putting a tube EQ in here to give it a bit of warmth.
Still you take up all
Little distortion as well.
my mind. I don't even think that you care like I do. I should stop. Heaven knows I've tried. One day I will stop. One day I Until then I'll drink my coffee, eat my pie, pretend that we are more than friends. Then of course I'll let you break my heart again. Oh, my mind, I don't even think that you care like I do. I should stop.
Just for the meme, let's put on OTT real quick.
Heaven knows I've tried. One day I will stop falling in love with you.
I don't hate it. I hate that I don't hate it.
Someday, someone will like me like I like you. Until then I'll drink my coffee, eat my pie, pretend that we are more.
It does control it pretty good. God, fucking OTT. Why does it always sound good?
Then of course I'll let you break my heart again.
Okay, and this is all before I even put the reverb on. I like to do all my mixing before I put reverb on, because reverb is kind of like a cheat code and it makes things sound better. So I like to make it sound as good as I can before I even touch the reverb. What is OTT? Oh, you haven't heard of OTT? OTT is a plugin that was straight up ripped off from a very specific setting of the multiband compressor in Ableton. And it's just a 3-band multiband compressor that just fucking sounds good. And it's free and it sounds great and it's awesome. It's made by Xfer, who I think made is it made by Xfer? What do they have? Serum, I think. Where is OTT on their website? And it's just like a really intense pumping compressor, but it just fucking sounds good. Yeah, I highly recommend it. You just slap it on something, turn the depth down to below 20%. I like to turn down the upward as well, and it just fucking sounds good.
Feeling kind of sick tonight. All I've had is coffee and leftover pie. It's no wonder why. Ooh, still you take up all my mind.
Gives it a lot more presence.
I don't even think that you care like I do. I should stop. Heaven knows I've tried. One day I will stop falling in love with you. One day I will stop falling in love.
Anyways, reverb.
All I've had is coffee and leftover pie.
God, why is it so big? That's okay. I want instrument-specific tours, vocal natural, and I want normal plate 1.3.
Still you take up all my mind.
Not bad.
I don't even think
Maybe.
that you care like I do. I should stop. Heaven knows I've tried.
That's not bad.
One day I will stop falling in love.
Oh, that's nice and bright.
With you. Someday, someone will like me like I like
it's between these three.
Until then I'll drink my coffee, eat my pie, pretend that we are more than friends. Then of course I'll let you break my heart
I think it's this one.
again. Feeling kind of sick tonight. All I've had is coffee and leftover pie. It's no wonder why. Ooh, still you take up all my mind.
Hmm.
I don't even think that you care like I do. I should stop. Heaven knows I've tried.
Maybe the dark one actually.
One day I will stop falling in love with you.
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
Someday someone will like me like I like you.
It's always interesting to see how other people approach mixing. Yeah,
Coffee, eat my
there's not a whole lot of
we are more
like space with like mixing a ballad. Like I think most people are gonna have somewhat similar,
course
but
I'll let you break my heart again.
let's do some spot fixes.
Feeling kind of sick tonight. All I've had is coffee and leftover pie. It's no wonder why.
I heard a chair move right there.
Why?
Hear that? I'm not gonna cut that out though.
Ooh, still you take up all my mind.
Here's the original, by the way.
I don't even think that you care like I do. I don't even think that you care like I do.
So I'm listening to
I
room
should
noise right
stop.
now.
Heaven knows
And like breaths.
I've
Cella's a very quiet breather though in her
tried.
singing.
One day
Yeah, she just comes in on
I
those.
will stop falling in love with you.
I have a lot of singers that are very loud breathers, which is not wrong. It's just different.
Someone will like me like I like you.
Hmm,
Like you.
a little bit of motion there. Not much, barely any, but
Like you.
see it's a tiny bit clearer.
Like you. Like you.
There we go.
Until then I'll drink my coffee, eat my pie, pretend that we are more than friends. Than friends.
I don't like that, friends. You let me cut out the breathing. I will cut out the breathing. It depends. It depends on the vocalist. I'll usually ask what people prefer. Some people want, if it's pop, sometimes they don't want any. But usually I will cut out some of them. And sometimes I'll just automate them down so that they're quieter. It really depends on the vocalist. It's kind of different every time. Sometimes I automate them down, sometimes I cut them off. A lot of times I'll cut off some of them because I kind of like some breaths because I think it's kind of musical. It's kind of rhythmic. It just depends.
More than friends.
There's a really kind of a there. Which that one should be easy to actually get rid of.
Friends.
That should be no issue.
And friends.
little bit of a stutter though when I do it like that.
Then friends,
I get rid of that stutter.
then
In
friends.
terms of a wind instrument, I don't know. I don't usually hear breaths when I do wind instruments because they're so like fat of an arrangement. I would probably imagine I would cut them out though. With wind instruments, I would probably just put a gate in to automatically cut them out.
Then friends,
I might have to do this for a little bit more control here.
and friends, and friends, and friends, and friends,
Maybe I'll just get rid of that whole fucking F.
and friends, and friends.
Yeah, that's all.
Then of course I'll and friends.
Yeah, I'll just fucking get rid of the whole F. You don't need to say F.
And friends, and friends,
So I'm gonna do this.
and friends.
Yeah, just get rid of the F. You don't need it.
Then friends,
That's better.
then friends.
It's a lot nicer.
Then of course I'll let you. Then of course I'll let you.
I really like that.
Of course I'll.
Right?
Of course I'll let you break my heart. And of course I'll let you.
Doesn't sound great how I did it though. Gonna be kind of tricky, honestly.
And of course I'll let you break my. Of course I'll let you.
Oh, that's all right.
And of course I'll.
Yeah, that's nice.
And of course I'll let you break my heart again.
Like that breath, I would want to keep this breath here.
My heart.
Well, maybe not actually. I kind of like the anticipation. Let's see.
My heart.
You know what? I think I take it back. I'm gonna get rid of it. I want it to come in just nice and crystal clear at the end.
You break my heart.
I want a bit of the lead up of the breath. Yeah, see, I just want the right before.
My heart.
A little less.
Break my heart.
Maybe just get rid of it. Yeah, just get rid of it. And it's a style choice. It's not necessarily right or wrong, but in this case, I like this last thing to just be silent and come in.
Then of course I'll let you break my heart again.
Cut it off a little too quick though.
You break my heart.
I want to make sure I have that.
Break my heart.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Then of course I'll let you break my heart.
Yeah, that's perfect in my eyes.
Again. Feeling kind of sick tonight. All I've had is coffee and leftover pie. It's no wonder why. Ooh, still you take up all my mind. I don't even think that you care like I do. I should stop. Heaven knows I've tried.
I'm EQing the instrumental and some of the like really strong frequencies of the vocal,
One day I
just so it gets out of the way a bit.
falling in love with you. Someday someone will like me like I like you.
Hey, Snack, welcome.
Feeling kind of sick tonight. All I've had. Feeling kind of sick tonight. All I've had is coffee and leftover pie. It's no wonder why. Ooh, still you take up all my mind. I don't even think that you care like I do. I should stop. Heaven knows I've tried. One day I will stop falling in love with you. Someday someone will like me like I like you. Until then I'll drink my coffee, eat my pie, pretend that we are more than friends.
Okay.
And of course I'll let you break my heart again.
Okay, so yeah, that's more or less what I would do on a first day, right? On a mixed commission. I would get maybe to this point, maybe a little less, and then I would come back the next day, change everything, come back the next day. Because I really think mixing takes several days to do it properly. But this is what I would consider like a good solid first pass. Everything's dialed in where it needs to be. It just needs, you know, I've taken out things that are problems. I've increased what I like. And then I would just need to keep coming back a couple days and really hammer it together. Let's do some comparison. The magical little plugin I have that I also love called, do I have it favorited? I think I do. Blind, it's called Blind. Blind tested. I always forget who made it. It's some random company. Hofa. It's Hofa, Blind Test. I like Blind Test because you can swap between things. You put it on both your tracks, and then you can pick which one to solo. So I can just swap quickly. I mean, I can also do that in the plugin, but I like this better.
Feeling kind of sick tonight. All I've had is coffee.
So here's the original. And then I'm going to pop over to our mix. Now back to the original.
I don't even think that you care like I do.
Back to the mix. The instrumental's a little too loud. Original. The mix.
I will stop falling in love with you. Someday, someone will like me like I like you. Until then, I'll drink my coffee, eat my pie, pretend that we.
So the original just feels kind of flat, kind of dead, a lot of background noise.
And of course I'll let you break my heart.
I think this is just more lively. I'll actually take the reverb off of the original too, or off of my mix just to make it even easier to.
All I I've had is coffee and left over pie.
The volume's also a lot more controlled.
It's no
Here's the original.
wonder why. Ooh, still you take up all my mind.
The original is really good.
I don't even think that you care like
I am boosting
do.
those lows
I
quite a
should
lot in
stop.
isolation,
Heaven knows
but it sounds a lot better in
tried.
context.
One day I will stop falling in love with you.
Like, I don't think it sounds too bassy in context.
Someday someone will like me like I like you. Until then I'll drink my coffee, eat my pie, pretend that we are more than friends. Then of course I'll let you break my heart again.
Since we're doing a
Heart again.
since we're kind of ending there.
Again.
How can I do that elegantly?
Again.
Have to either cut here.
My heart again. Again.
No, I gotta have that last one. It can work, but
Again.
I'm gonna do a little magic here.
Again.
I think I can make this work.
Again.
Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're gonna do a little bit of cheaty magic here. There, and that, and then I'm gonna do this, and then go there. And I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do turn on flex. It's gonna analyze transients. Analyzing transients. And then I'm gonna switch it to flex pitch. Pitch analysis, analyzing audio material. I was hoping if I cut it, it would just analyze this part, but it did the whole thing. That's fine. And then we're going to come in here. And come here. Come on now. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Okay, how can I pull this out without the... What if I do it like this?
Again. Again.
Okay, perfect. Well, not perfect. Perfect for what I need it to do. I need to do this. Go to here. There. And then we're going to do that. And then we're going to do that. And then we're going to do this. I'm going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. Let's see. Let's see if that worked.
Again.
It did not work. Why'd that fuck up so bad?
Again.
Okay, that didn't work. Let's try a different way. I'm gonna do polyphonic.
Again.
That works better.
Again.
Why isn't it letting me? Okay, wait. Actually, I'm gonna do this a different way. After all, that I'm gonna enable it here. Should let me. Why isn't it letting me pull it? Hello? There we go. That sounds pretty good, actually. I like that. We're almost there, I think. Boom. I'm gonna crossfade there just for safety. And then let's do it's gotta be longer. Okay, and then I want to do a little something tricksy here. I'm gonna automate the, oh no, that's on off. I want to automate absolute. I'm gonna automate the reverb here to give this the illusion that it is ringing out at the end of the song. It's gotta start right away. Do a cella as well. Boom, boom. Not that, that. Boom, boom, boom. Let's try and copy it more or less. Not too long. Could do a delay, but too lazy. Okay, that's fine. Then we're going to automate the volume. Right there, like that. Okay, actually like that. It's all right. It stops a little abrupt. It's all right though. I would normally tune that a lot more. I want it to be longer. That's gotta be a bit longer. I wonder if that monophonic will work for this. No, fucking sounds fucking terrible. Pitch might actually work for the vocal on this, but I can't take it too far. I can really only pull it a little bit. Nah, it sounds like ass. We're not gonna do it. Okay. I can make it work, but I don't want to tweak with it for right now. It's okay. Actually don't really like the EQ or the reverb up. It has like a weird resonance. I'm just gonna leave it in there but do less of it.
Break my heart.
It's not a great ending, but it's unending.
Feeling kind of sick tonight. All I've had is coffee and leftover pie. It's no wonder why. Ooh, still you take up all my mind. I don't even think that you care like I do.
A lot
I
of
should
energy
stop.
down here.
Heaven knows I've tried. One day I will stop falling in love with. One day I will stop falling in love with you. Someday someone will like me like I like you. Until then I'll drink my coffee, eat my pie, pretend that we are more than friends. Then of course I'll let you break my heart again.
Ooh, did that not work?
Again.
Oh no, that is just fucking bad.
Again.
Okay, wait. Different idea. Different. I should have done this from the start. This is a way smarter idea. If I don't have an ending, just fucking take the ending that we do have and put it in there. Duh. Dummy. I just have to.
Break my heart again. Again.
Boom, boom.
Again.
So much fucking easier than all the whatever the hell I was trying.
Again.
To get the crossfade right though.
Again.
Maybe there.
Break my heart.
Oops. 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 What am I doing here?
My heart. Heart. Again. Again.
There it is.
Break my heart. Again. Again. Again.
The awkward part is there's that in the last chord they have a low note here that wasn't on this one, so you can kind of hear the low note kind of just appears, but it's all right.
My heart. Again. Again.
Yeah, that's fine. There we go. That's a better idea.
Coffee, eat my pie, pretend that we are more than course I'll let you break my heart again. Friends, until the night.
That's what I was looking for. That's a fucking gnarly T right there. We don't want you. Not one bit. Nope.
Until then I'll drink my coffee, eat my pie, pretend. Until then I'll drink my coffee. Until then I'll drink.
I'm not getting very good luck with the fade method today on this song. It usually my go-to, but it's not working very good for this song. We'll just modulate it manually. Gives us more control if we do it this way. Oh. That's what I do.
Until then I'll drink my coffee.
Comes in pretty early.
Until then I'll drink. Until then I'll drink my. Until then I'll.
Sorry, it's a little awkward, but whatever. Alright.
Until then I'll drink my. One day I will stop falling in love with you. Someday,
Hold up. That breath needs to go. That's an unflattering breath. It's like,
someday,
is that in the piano? Wait. Oh, it's in the piano. It's a pedal tone. I thought it was a breath. Well, we'll keep that fade in there. It's the sound of the pedal going. Okay, that's fine. All right, let's listen to it from here.
one day I will stop falling in love with you. Someday someone will like me like I like you. Until then I'll drink
Cut,
my
that's bad.
coffee, eat my pie, pretend that we are more than friends. Then of course I'll let you break my heart again. I will stop falling. Until then I'll drink my coffee, eat my pie, pretend that we are more than. Until then I'll drink my
it's fine.
coffee, eat my pie, pretend that we are more than friends. Then of course I'll let you break my heart again. Then of course I'll let you break. Then of course I'll let you break. Then
Okay, not bad. I think we'll call it there. I think that's a sufficient mix for a first pass. Hopefully it sounds all right. Also, I am mixing on headphones, which I don't usually do for first passes. So hopefully it sounds okay. I usually mix on my monitor speakers instead of headphones, but you know, when you're streaming, you gotta have headphones. But yeah. As expected, I only got 2-1 recording. Kind of expected that. But we got through one of them, at least a first pass, a reasonable mix. But yeah, thank you for coming. The VOD of this will be up if you would like to go through any parts of them. If you have any questions about anything, or complaints, if you want to just say I'm an asshole and I don't know what I'm doing, you can do that. Come to my Discord and you can do that as much as you want, or ask any questions if that is more your preference. But thank you again for coming to tonight's stream, and I hope you have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, night, wherever it may be, where you are, and I hope to see you again sometime. Bye-bye.